Welcome to Peacefulness Charlie. I am Charlie, and today we have a let it flow practice. We're going to build a little heat, a little prana in the body today, and we are going to let it go and let it flow. You might bring a blanket and some blocks to this practice for adjustments, and let's get started. We're going to find a comfortable seat here. Taking a moment to get settled in. Maybe rolling up through that spine. Bring the shoulders down and back. And whenever you're ready, we'll bring the hands at the heart. Maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze here. Just dropping in. The rest of this class is going to move pretty quickly, so just taking a moment to deepen the breath, clear the mind. All right. Whenever you're ready, we'll open the eyes here. We're just going to take the hands down to come up on an inhale. Bring the hands together at the top, and exhale, we're going to slice right through that center line here, bringing the hands back to the heart. Go through this one more time. Inhale, hands down to come up. Maybe you look up, bring the hands together, and then bring them right down that center line back to the heart. We're going to do this 3 more times, following your own breath here. Next time you bring it back down, hands at the heart. We're going to take the hands to the knees here. We're going to take a few torso circles. So we'll lean to the right side as we inhale, bring the chest forward, look forward. And exhale, we'll bring it back to the left, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin here. Inhale, bring it forward, look forward, shoulders down and back. And exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Again, following your breath here. Feeling it out, warming up the body. Whenever you're ready, we'll reverse our circle. And whenever you're ready, we'll bring it back to center here. Rolling up through that spine. We're going to inhale, lift the hands up high. And then we're just going to clasp the elbows here with the hands. As you inhale in, opening through the shoulders, the front body. And we're going to take this for a few circles here too. Inhale in as you take it to the right side, bringing the elbows rounding through the spine here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, take it in a circle, rounding through the spine. And the next time you're up, we'll reverse that circle. One more round here. And then taking the hands up high, inhale in. And exhale, we'll come onto all fours here, coming to our tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders here, knees directly underneath the hips. And we're just going to slide right into our cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And exhale, round through the spine. You know what to do here. Follow your breath. One more round here. We'll bring it back to our tabletop position, bringing the hands out. We're going to come into our downward facing dog, curling the toes under. Taking our dog for a walk here, stretching it out. Whenever you're ready, we're going to anchor through the right foot and lift the left leg up high, coming into a three-legged dog here. Inhale in. As we exhale, we're going to bring the knee up and in, coming into a plank position with the knee high, coming into the chest here. Inhale, we'll bring it back, three-legged dog, and exhale, we're going to bring it up and into a lunge here. Lowering that back knee, maybe walking it back if that feels good. Coming light on our fingertips here, engaging through our center, we'll lift the hands up high. One more breath here. And on an exhale, we'll release that. We're going to plant through that right palm here, lifting the left hand up high. One more breath. And on an exhale, we're going to bring the left hand to the left hip here. We're going to come on to that left side of the foot. As we inhale, look towards the left side of the mat. One more breath here. And then we'll exhale, release. We're just going to take that heel to the mat here, flexing the left toes towards the face. Feeling that generous stretch in the hamstring here. One more breath here. And then we'll release that. Planting through the palms. We're going to curl the toes under, lifting that right leg up. We'll take the left leg to meet the right. Now we're in our plank position here. Rocking a little front and back here. I'm going to hold this plank for 2 more breaths. You got it. And on your next exhale, we'll lower to the belly. And we'll roll those shoulders down and back as we inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, release. We're just going to come up into our tabletop position here and make our way to downward facing dog. Taking it to the other side here, we'll plant through that left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. And exhale, we're just going to bring that knee up and in, holding in this plank position. Inhale, lift that right leg up high, and exhale, we'll bring it up and into our lunge on the other side. Lowering that back knee. We'll inhale, lift the hands up high. And exhale, we'll release that, planting through that left palm. We'll inhale, lift the right hand up high. And exhale, we're going to bring that right hand to the right hip. Coming onto the right side of the foot here as we stretch to the right side. Really opening through the chest here. One more breath. And then we'll release that. We're going to come up to the right heel here, flexing the right toes towards the face. One more breath. And exhale, we'll release that, planting through the palms, lifting that back knee. We'll bring the right foot to meet the left. And then we'll take this plank position up and into a downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to stretch it out. And whenever you're ready, we'll plant through that right palm, lift the left leg up high. Three-legged dog as we exhale. Bringing that left knee up and in for just a breath. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale. Coming up and into our lunge again. We're going to take a moment here to turn the right toes out. Preparing to come into our warrior one. Making sure our left knee is over our left ankle here. Coming light on the fingertips. Engaging through the center as we inhale. Bringing the hands up high. Warrior one. One more breath here. And exhale, warrior two. Finding your steady foundation here. Looking past the left fingertips. And whenever you're ready, we'll inhale. And exhale, bring the left hand up high. Bring that right hand down. One more breath. And on an exhale, we'll bring that left hand to the left elbow to the left knee here. And whenever you're ready, we'll bring that right hand down to come up, extended side angle here. One more breath. On an exhale, we'll bring it back into our warrior two, turning on to the right toes here, coming back into our lunge. We'll inhale, lift the hands up high, and exhale, we'll release it. Bringing the left toes to meet the right here. We'll come into our plank position. And whenever you're ready, we'll inhale in and exhale, come onto the belly here. This time we're going to take the fingertips out wide here. And on an inhale, we'll lift into a baby cobra. And whenever you're ready, we'll plant through the palms, come back up to our tabletop position, and make our way to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to catch your breath. We're going to take an inhale in and exhale through the mouth. One more time here. Inhale in. And exhale, let something go. Whenever you're ready, we'll plant through that left foot. Inhale, lift left leg up high. 3-legged dog here. Inhale in. And exhale, we'll bring that right leg up and in. And then inhale, bring it back to 3-legged dog. And exhale, we'll come into our lunge. And whenever you're ready, we'll turn onto that left foot here, preparing to come into warrior one. Come light on the fingertips, engage to that center as we slowly inhale in and come in to our warrior one on the right side. One more breath here. As we exhale, we'll bring it to warrior two. Bring that right knee over the right ankle. Make sure you can still see that big toe here, looking past the right fingertips. Whenever you're ready, we'll inhale in, bring the right hand up high. Bring the left hand down. One more breath here. And on an exhale, we'll bring that right arm to the right knee. Bring the left hand down to come up. One more breath here. Exhale, we'll bring it back into our warrior two here. Turning onto those left toes, we're back in that lunge. And we'll inhale, lift the hands up high. And on an exhale, we're just going to bring the left foot to come up to meet the right. And now we're in our mountain pose. Whenever you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hands up high. And exhale, we'll bring it into a fold here. Maybe grabbing the opposite elbows here, maybe rocking a little side to side. Maybe taking the fingertips to the mat here, shaking the head a little no and a little yes. Whenever you're ready, we'll lift halfway, maybe to the shins or the thighs, whatever feels best in your body. Then we'll exhale, release. One more time here. Inhale halfway. And exhale, release. Now we're going to come into our chair pose here. On an inhale, we'll rise up. Sinking those hips back, lifting the hands forward here. You can always lift the toes to check your balance here. Make sure you're balancing on the front and the back. One more breath here. Full body experience. Feel that shake, that prana. That's good. We're moving that energy around, letting it go. And on an exhale, we'll let this go. And as we come down, we're just going to plant through the palms, taking the right toes back, followed by the left here. And we're back in that plank position. We're going to come onto the left side of the foot here, the outer left edge. As we take the right foot behind the left, planting through that right foot here. And whenever you're ready, we'll inhale. Lift the right hand up to the sky here. And then we'll take it down and around. reaching towards the top edge of the mat here. One more breath. And exhale, release. Talk about a full body experience here. Coming back to our plank position, we'll come on to the other side, the right outer side of the foot, of the right foot. We'll take the left foot behind the right calf here. Really coming up and out of that right arm. We'll inhale, bring that left hand up high. And on an inhale, we'll bring it down to come up, bringing it towards the front edge of the mat. Then exhale, we'll release that. Woo! Bring the big toes to touch, taking the knees wide. We'll come into a child's pose. Finding a place to rest here. Breathing deep. Notice any sensations in the body here. And when you're ready, we'll inhale in. We'll exhale through the mouth. One more time. Really let something go. And then we'll come back up, bring the knees in, swing them to one side. So we take the legs out long. We'll come into a forward fold here. Whenever you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hands up high. Bending the knees as generously as needed. We'll come up and over. Bring the hands to the feet, the ankles or the shins, whatever feels best today. One more breath here. And on an exhale, we'll just take that right knee up. Hooking the left arm around the right. We'll bring the right hand behind, coming into a twist here. Making sure we keep a little brightness in that left foot here. Inhale in. As you exhale, look past your right shoulder here. One more breath. And we'll take it to the other side. Bring that left leg in, hooking the right arm around the left knee. Taking the left hand behind, we'll inhale. Lengthen and exhale, look past that left shoulder. One more breath here. And then we'll exhale, release. We'll come onto the back. Bring the knees into the chest here. Rocking a little side to side. Taking the knees in a few circles here, one way and then the other. Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the shins parallel to the ceiling here, making sure the hips and the knees are in line. Whenever you're ready, we'll interlace the fingertips and bring them behind the head here. Bring the elbows wide. Whenever you're ready, we'll lift the head and the neck. Taking one breath here. Whenever we're ready, we'll lengthen through that right leg, stretching it out. As we exhale, we'll bring the right elbow towards the left knee. And then we'll inhale, bring that right leg back, taking the left leg out long, taking the left elbow towards the right knee. And then we'll flow back and forth like this. Inhale in, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale, lengthen. Feeling that in the abs today. We'll take this one more to each side. And then we'll bring the knees in, give them a hug here. And we're just going to plant through the feet here and just windshield wiper the legs one way and then the other. Slowly working our way to the bottom of the mat here until eventually we just bring the legs out long. We are here, guys, to Shavasana. After this hard work, we're going to take a moment to rest here. Maybe softening the gaze or closing the eyes. We'll do a little body scan here. We'll start with the toes and just notice if you're holding or gripping anywhere. If we can truly find surrender in this pose. Notice any sensations you have in the body as we scan. All right, let's get started. Start with the toes, the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the abs, the chest, the right shoulder, right elbow, right forearm, right fingertips, left shoulder, left elbow, left forearm, left fingertips, the heart space, the spine, all the way from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head, the throat, the jaw, the face, thighs, just notice. If you want to stay here, go ahead and pause the video. If you're ready to go, we'll go ahead and bring some movement back into the body, wiggling the toes and the fingertips, Doing circles with the ankles and the wrists. And whenever you're ready, we'll roll onto one side. Coming into a fetal position for just a breath here. Rounding through the spine. And then we'll make our way back to a comfortable seat where we started. I want to thank you for joining me in this class, for letting it go and letting it flow. Woo! All right. We'll bring the hands to the heart. The light in me honors the beautiful light in you. Namaste.